Welcome, everyone, to a Whipple Hollow Companions live from the Woodpile, Episode 6. Brought to you by Upper J Art Center, also known as the Recovery Lounge, in Upper J, New York. It's an old Model T assembly plant and showroom. And now it's a wonderful place where they have theater and live music, great people. In the back there's usually a ham and a keg going. And of course, for the moment they're closed like everybody else. But you can watch them live in a series they're doing on the back deck called 6 Feet Apart. It's worth watching. Check them out. And before we get going here, we have a PSA. That's a public service announcement. And this is a bit uncomfortable to talk about. So they gave it to the banjo player. We're going to talk about toilet paper, or the lack thereof. And you may be sitting on the throne wondering where your next square is going to come from, because some people are deciding to hoard the poop wipes. But here's a real thing we can do, America. We will save fully half the toilet paper in the country. It's very simple. If we just do our business every other day, that's it. It's that simple. Saving half the toilet paper in the country. And there's added benefits. You save money. You save space in the pantry. You save time. You save money, time, space, the environment. It's a no-brainer. And perhaps the most important thing here is you get a feeling of complete control in this uncertain world. And while I realize all of you can't do this, you could go to the plan B. And if you just delay your poop by 4 hours each day, by the end of the week, you save over 1 poop day. At the end of the year, you'll have saved 48 hours and 624 squares. Your mileage may vary. Your wallet, our forests, and our country say thank you. What's that? B- says it doesn't have to use toilet paper. So a listener writes in and asks, what kind of fish is B- and where did he get his name? And first of all, B- is not a he, he's an it. And is pretty sensitive about it. But it's a googly-eyed orange fish from East Clarendon, Vermont. They're very elusive. You've probably never seen one. This was my daughter's school project, and that's what she got, a B-. And I was not the jerky dad that went to the teacher and say, well, blah, blah, blah. but I may just call it A+. Now, some of you homesteaders are starting to look for some new recipes and maybe an alternative to the fact that the meat shelves are kind of bare. Welcome to the rest of the world, USA. So here's a recipe from my family's book, A Story for My Children, about my homesteader ancestors back in the 1800s and early 1900s. We had no cows here and had to buy our milk. I made many a Johnny cake, and there were fish in the river and cove. Bert sometimes arose early in the morning and went out to the river, followed by Net, his shadow, and caught a mess for breakfast. Grandma would take the little ones, sit upon a log or boulder, while she directed them into the gathering of greens. Dandelions, milkweed, brake, shepherd's purse, each in its season. But we had little fresh meat, as it was high, and we couldn't afford it. It was Uncle Joe who introduced us to woodchuck. He came down the hill one day with a pail of the dressed meat and handed it to me. I looked at it doubtfully when he told me what it was. "It's mighty good," he declared, "and it's clean, by ginger blue. Woodchucks don't eat swill and garbage like pigs do. They eat clover and pusley and such." That decided me. I stewed the meat as I would that of a hen, and then fried it down in bacon fat. It was good, too. Thereafter, Ernest and Herb kept the nearby population of chucks pretty well depleted. So, that might work for you. Now, I've got a new product I came out with, and this is for you artists out there. And maybe you always wanted to learn to paint, and now you've got some time, so this could work for you especially. There's this product called Gesso, and it's like a primer you put on your canvas before you start to paint. And there's black gesso and white gesso. And for the times that you're just not sure what you're going to do and you don't know what you're going to paint and you're really confused, and I've got this product, and I call it I Gesso. You all know what that means. It's time for fun factoids. The naked eye can see 500 million light years. And at our current maximum speed that humans can go, which is 38,000 miles per hour, it would take us 8 million years to get to what we're seeing. And with the Hubble telescope, seeing far more than we can with our naked eye, they've yet to see a blue planet that we could all live on. So I was just thinking, maybe we should just take good care of this one. And so, here we go, B minus. This is what you've been waiting for. B minus loves the music part. Don't ya? It's a song I wrote last summer called "'Cause I'm a Banjo Player." So I come over to your house with your daughter, and you're pretty well horrified. But being the fair and open-minded person that you are, you decide to get to know me. And it's going so well. How about those Mets? Blah, blah, blah. When your daughter comes over and says, "Dad, sit down. We have to talk." And nervously you sit down. And she's like, "Oh, Dad, well, Dave, but I really love him." And you're like, "Did he make you pregnant?" And she's like, No, Dad, it's just that Dave plays the banjo. So this gal, she asks me out. She has no doubt, till she finds out I'm a banjo player. She liked the beard. She liked that I'm weird. Blood test cleared, but she found out I'm a banjo player. The chicks will dig me walking down the street with the band. If only I learned guitar, but sadly, I'm a banjo player. May never get laid again 'cause of this 5-string addiction. We'll just have to see, making no prediction, 'cause I'm a banjo player. I can fix your car. I can write a book. Come take a look, but beware, I'm a banjo player. I can build a living space and stay out of your face, but you gotta know, just in case, I'm a banjo player. So the line forms here. It's okay, ladies, have no fear. But the one thing to be clear is that I'm a banjo player. All right, well, it's that time of the evening when me and V minus are going to say good night. And be careful out there.